Okay. I guess next we'll do the orbital delivery. Get that out of the way before we end up doing the request from Van Dyke. Oh yes, the shed out back. Hey, hold on, I know this guy. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're that person who was with President Toa when I first arrived at the Academy. You've got a good memory. George Gnome. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Reen Schwarzer from class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I am curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbment factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbments here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request, too. That's right, I handle that stuff here at the engineering club, too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So what do I need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 Orbital products for me. First up is the Orbital Scale, which I need delivered to the Cooking Club. The club meets in the Home Economics Room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the Cooking Club, Home Economics Room. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Tresta too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Haha, sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Micht at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at the Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. I ain't remembering that. Just let the receptionist know why you're there and she'll call Michael out for you. An orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. Orbital scale, antique orbital lamp, and orbital wristwatch. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all of these around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Alright. Another thing I just realized I still have to do is the companion points. The companion thing. Who do we have option to talk to? Wrong button. Who do we have option to talk to? If I remember correctly, it's... Wait, which button? There's the button. I guess while we're still here, we can go from the engineering building to the gymnasium to do that one, to do that companion relationship. From there, we can go to the main building and get the cooking out of the way. Leave that as the route we'll take. Where is she? Oh. Good day, Reen. Have you come for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club's active this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. Haha, how did I know you'd say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Spend time with Lara. This will consume a bonding point. Well, that is kind of the reason I'm here, so let's see how this works. Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? Reen, I want you to think for a minute what you just suggested. You'll get no objections from me. Well, apparently it's okay. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short-distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Exclamation. Goal! That took you 22.34 seconds. Actually, that's not a bad speed. Whew, just a so-so time. So-so? You tore across the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Haha, let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding, I could hardly take my eyes off of her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no, don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours, then? Perhaps more habit than specialty. Legram is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you'd join a more combat-oriented club. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me, there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. That's pretty wise. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences you so much of your life seems very you. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword. You can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. So that's what the bonding events look like. Ooh. Interesting. So can we swim? Guess not. Whoa, look how cool that second year with the blue hair is. I've been checking out the different sports club, but I think this one might just be the one for me. Maybe if I join, I'll be able to get as confident and strong as she is. Is she confusing Lara for a second year? That's kind of amusing. Alright, we did what we wanted to here. I'm just gonna real quickly check out the rest of this place. Boys' locker room. Girls' locker room. Oh, that's pretty neat. What's up here? Fencing club? Riding club. Common area. Cross club. And swimming club. Oh. This is the swimming club room, and that's it. Okay, I thought it might have me actually do something. Okay, next we have... said I was going to go into the main building. Wrong way. Wait, no. Economic... which floor was that on? I think it's second floor? That's computer room. Art room. Home ec room. Yeah, second floor. Hey there! You wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting on? Green handed over the orbital scale. Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have an interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing, the cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than making it yourself would. Have you even tried to cook anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're as virgin as my olive oil. What? What? What even is that comment? If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. I got a recipe book. And to top it off, here's a really easy recipe to get started on. It's so easy. I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Received the recipe for a simple omelet. Received fresh eggs. Received coarse rock salt. Thank you very much. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Sure, we've got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it, I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing me my orbital scale. And pass my thanks on to George for fixing it too. Will do. You can now view the recipe tab in your notebook. Now you can take the ingredients and turn them into delicious, delicious food. You can receive recipes from various people, but that's not the only way to get them. You might find them while searching specific areas, cooking, or even just trying new food or drink. You can use, this is all the cooking stuff. You can use recipes and ingredients to make food by selecting Note from the camp menu or pressing Select and then choosing Recipe. You can have Green cook alone, or you can have another party member help him. When having another party member help him, both their skill levels will influence the dish they make. Cool. Alright. So that was the only thing on this campus that they needed us to do. I kind of want to see what's going on over here with our classmates. After that, I believe we'll go into town. Uses. That might prove interesting. Is he looking toward the stables? Maybe he's interested in horses. What are you staring at? Oh, sorry. Hey, isn't this that one guy from earlier? Dearest Ferris, that lacrosse uniform truly suits you. Fear not, your big-hearted brother will be cheering you on from here. Now show me your blazing passion, your merciless, icy focus. Show your foes true elegance as you crush them underfoot. Dramatic much? Mr. Vincent seems overjoyed by Lady Ferris's decision to join the Academy's lacrosse club. As a servant of the Florald family, I have every intention of cheering her on from the shadows. I assume that's this girl? Being bested by a commoner is quite simply not an option. Okay. As a daughter of the Florald family, it is my duty to put Elisa in her place. Okay. I get the feeling that this Ferris girl isn't exactly fond of me. Really? I wonder. Hopefully it's just my imagination. I've got practice to focus on anyway. Okay. Well, we'll leave them to that. Right. Wait, hold on. Not that button. This button? No, not that button. That button. I suppose we can go to the dormitory so we can hang out with our musician friend. And then from here we will go and complete the rest of that other mission. He's here. Here he is. Phew. You're looking pretty busy there, Elliot. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones at that. I just carried them up here and I'm already totally beat. Haha, I can believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these too, so I should probably look through them. Well, I am already here. Should I give him a hand? Yes. You look like you could use a hand. Mind if I help out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Green and Elliot begin sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. Whew, well, we're done with about half of them now. Haha, I didn't expect there to be quite this much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister's way too protective of me, sometimes. Oh, you've got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit on the clingy side, too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. Ah, you mean it? I think it's kinda nice, actually. You can tell that she really cares about you. Really? Oh. Elliot took a worn-looking piece of sheet music out of the box. Is that sheet music? It looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? Then I guess joining the wind orchestra wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thor's instead of a music academy. Weird, really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Aha, sure, one of these days. Rian and Elliot returned to sorting out the packages, only getting through with the strength of their combined efforts. Your bond with Elliot strengthened. Nice. Okay, now from here we can go and do the rest of that other quest. If I remember correctly, it was the... Just the Trista something. Yeah, Trista radio station, that's one of them. We'll go to that first. Okay. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I've got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally, I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Alright. Sorry to keep you waiting. You said you've got a delivery from the engineering club for me? I do, indeed. Here it is. Rian handed over the Orbital wristwatch. Wow, you really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that will be pretty intense. Well, you know. It starts at 9 tonight, and if things works out, Radio Trista's guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity. Which means I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of... Oops, sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. Haha, this job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. Haha, you bet. Or I would if I had an Orbital radio. Well, I gotta head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally I'd treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Alright, last thing is the pawn shop, I believe it was. Yep, mix pawn shop. You got some business here, kid? Or are you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over already, will ya? Right. This guy doesn't seem too friendly. Rian handed over antique orbital lamp. The kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who'd have thought an item break right after I paid for it? Haha, that's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So like, items for items? Oh yeah, I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you'd like. It's yours as a way of saying thanks for the delivery. Received Blade deck. Blade? Is this a card game or something? Seems that way. Some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. But you can give it a try, or don't, or burn it. For all I care, I didn't pay for it. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I have this strange feeling that he just gave me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it, but oh well. Oh yeah, another thing, my shop's got the finest selection of curios in all of Trista. If you don't see anything you like, come back later. I change up the goods sometimes. When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery and enjoy the playing cards or whatever. Anytime. You can now purchase curios. What is a curio? At this shop, you can exchange certain items for rarer and higher quality ones. You can also buy some of the items you might have missed in previous chapters as curios. And as for the card game Mick just gave Reen, you'll be able to play that later in the game. Fun. At Mick's pawn shop, you can purchase curios. The items offer will change each time you enter the shop. You might even find rare items you've missed from chests and elsewhere here. Okay. I mean, let's just see what we have here. Just food. Alright. Well, we completed our quest, so let's go back to the engineering place. Oh hey, seems like you're done with those deliveries. All 3 of them. Nice work. So now that you've finished delivering those, what did you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I'd normally go either. I might have wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I don't think most students would. The pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find, too. Haha, that's true. But no, I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places in Trista are thanks to this. It almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did you. Well, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at Radio Trista too, didn't you? Did he tell you anything about the new show they're starting up? He did. It starts at 9 PM tonight, doesn't it? Ah, I figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Are you planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Oh, you don't have an Orbital radio? In that case, here, it's all yours. Received Orbital radio. Sweet. Wait, really? It's the latest model, too. Same one I've got. You helped me out big time today, so it only seems right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. Ah, yes. Research purposes. It'd be a waste to just leave it here collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Oh? Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's Orbital factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units myself. So if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit me here and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. Ah, that's quite the compliment. Oh right, I also meant to ask, you know about Sepith masses, right? No, I do not. You mean the stuff that monsters sometimes drop with regular Sepith? Still don't know what that is either. Exactly. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how handy regular Sepith can be. No, please, do tell me. But Sepith masses have tons of impurities, so they've never received much attention. Recently, someone discovered a way to efficiently extract Sepith from them. Please tell me what to use that for. Is that so? Oh, it's so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands at a decent price nowadays. There's no point in holding onto them, so go ahead and sell them if you find any. A little extra money never hurt anyone. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will do. I think I'm just about talked out for the day. Me too, buddy. Thanks again for all your help. Here's hoping we can keep exchanging favors. Ditto. We'll be counting on you. Quest Orbital Delivery completed. Sweet. You can now make use of the Academy's Orbital Factory. At factories, you can use Sepith to unlock slots in your party's orbments. Finally, I know what these are for. At factories, you can use Sepith to synthesize quartz. Oh! You can use U materials to customize your weapons at an orbital factory. Interesting. Furthermore, Sepith masses can now be exchanged for Mira within any shop's exchange menu. Regular Sepith can be exchanged too, but do remember that they're also used for synthesizing quartz and unlocking slots. Masses, on the other hand, are useless, and can thus be freely exchanged for Mira. Okay, good to know.